Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Steve Byrne here, as you can see. So on today's video, we are starting a new series on Football Manager 2021. We're going to be managing Red Bull Salzburg in the Austrian Premier League. If you like this kind of content, then please do consider giving us a like, a comment and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. But without further ado, let's take a look at our save at Red Bull Salzburg. So here we go. So from taking this job, I knew that we had a big player on our hands, Szoboszlai, and I felt that my first goal would be to tie him down to a new contract to make sure that he stays with the club. Now, I did sign a new contract with him, but there had to be a 41.5 million buyout clause, so if I do lose him, I'll be getting 41.5 million, which is quite a lot of money in the Austrian League. So I'm sitting here with Szoboszlai in my squad for 5 years at least, unless the buyout clause gets activated. So with that being said, let's now go and take a look at the squad. So as we can see here, this is my lineup that I've currently got. There's a few players injured, so I've had to swap it around. So we've got Stankovic as our goalkeeper, Daryl Janmat, Jerome Onguene, Maximin Voba, Andres Omar, Antoine Benid at the moment, Roman Zobnin, Karim Adeyemi, Slatko Junajovic, Sami Nasri, which we probably all of us know, and Patson Dakar up front. Now, that is a good lineup, but that's not necessarily my best lineup. So what I'm going to do next is show you who we brought in on the transfer market. So the only one I didn't do was Omar Solé. He was already there before I took the job, but I have gone on and loaned in Emil Smith-Rowe from Arsenal, I bought Roman Zobnin, who's one of our centre midfielders who plays in the centre of the park with Szoboszlai. And we signed him from Spartak Moscow for 4.1 million. Now, we had an 18.1 million budget for the Austrian League. I think that's phenomenal. So I was really happy with that, and the wage budget was about 400,000. So with that, I was able to bring in some good players. So let's take a look who else we've signed. Then we bought Thomas Sabitzer, not to be confused with Red Bull Leipzig Sabitzer, because this is Thomas Sabitzer. I don't know if they're related at all. I don't think they are, but yeah. So he's a young striker. We brought him for 3 million. He's only 20 years old, so he's one for the future. Then we brought in Mapu Yangatmbia, who cost us nothing. He arrived on a free. He was one of our free agents. So as you may remember him, he's played at Newcastle, Roma, Montpellier and Lyon. Then Kian Flanagan was just a young Irishman who had a bit of potential under the scout reportings. He was released from Crystal Palace last season. We've snapped him up on a free. Sami Nasri, who was another free player, and we managed to pick him up. Obviously, he's been at Arsenal, Man City, Sevilla, and then Antalyaspor, West Ham and Anderlecht. So we brought in Sami Nasri for free as well. And then we've brought in Daryl Janmat, who's a right back. You may remember him from his days at Newcastle and Watford. He's now our permanent right back, so another good piece of business in my opinion. And then Alexandre Pato, the Brazilian, who was an AC Milan, I wouldn't say legend, but he was an icon at one point. Also brought him in on a free. Now let's go have a quick look at the squads again, and I'll tell you about which positions the new players are signing. So as we see here, Janmat is our first choice right back now, and then we've got Zobnin, who does partner Szoboszlai, but Szoboszlai took off for the last game because he needed to be rested. So Szoboszlai and Zobnin are our centre midfielders. On the right, we are predominantly playing Karim Adeyemi. He's a young 18-year-old youngster from Germany. Then the attacking midfield central was Emil Smith-Rowe, still is, but he's got injured, so he's currently just recovering. So that's his role. And out on the left, we have been having Pato and Nasri rotate. And up front, we've got Patson Dakar, who's one of our top players alongside Szoboszlai. So with that being said, let's see how we've been performing in the fixtures. So my first game was a friendly And I only had one friendly before the league started. It was just the way the season started. I was so close to the league starting anyway, so I managed to fit in one friendly. This is how it went down. So as we can see here, we recorded a 9-2 win with 41 shots, 19 on target. Voba got a hat-trick of penalties. He's a centre-back. And then we also had a hat-trick for Okofar, who's one of our other players on the wing, who currently just... He's kind of rotating, but he's not right now our main player. Although saying that, he did get a 9.5 rating in that match, so... And then, after that friendly, we went in to start our Premier League fixtures. So our first game was a match against Sturm Graz. We won that first game 1-0, only through a penalty, and that was scored again by Voba, our centre-back. So we had 4 penalties in the space of 2 games. So let's have a look at the penalty. Nice, put straight into the left, keeper couldn't get that. And then into our second fixture, we had SKN St Pölten. That was another victorious win for us, so that's 6 points on the road, or 6 points in total. And goals from Onguin, who's a centre-back, and Voba scored another penalty. That's 5 penalty in 3 games. Let's have a quick look at the goals. Good cross, headed in at the far post. Then we had another penalty from Voba. How did he bury this one? To the right this time. So 2-0 victory against St Pölten. In our next match, we had Slavia Prague, which was the 3rd place playoff for the Champions League group stages. Now, we was away in this tie, so I really wanted to get ourselves an away goal to give us the best opportunity to get into the group stage. We unfortunately lost this game 1-0, despite having 16 shots and 7 on target, and Slavia Prague had 3 and only 2 on target, but 1 was enough to secure them the win. This was won by Bohak. Let's have a look at his goal. So Bednar gets it to Bohak on the halfway line, who skins past Ongwene, past Christensen, and he just pelts it. Keeper got a hand onto it, but it goes in. So we're 1-0 down in the Champions League 3rd place playoff. Not where we wanted to be. We followed up the Prague loss with a win against FC Admira Wacker Modlin. Now, we managed to win 4-0 in that one, with Dakar scoring his first goals of the campaign, with Pato getting one and Zobnin also getting one. Let's take a look at the goals. Dakar hits the post and then manages to get it in afterwards. This time, Alexandra Pato makes it 2-0. There he is. Bit of space, shoots, keeper tries punching it away. Couldn't get enough on it. It's 2-0 to Red Bull Salzburg. Goal number 3 was from Zobnin. So we have Dakar on the ball here, playing it to Zobnin. Plays it 1-2, does he? With Adeyemi, he does. Strikes again. Keeper should probably do me better, but we're 3-0 up. We don't mind. And then finally, to make it 4-0, Patson Dakar adds his 2nd of the game. Very nice. So next up was our second leg of the Champions League. So 16 minutes played. We can already see, so I apologise. We can already see the score. So Pato makes it 1-0. So that's made it 1-1 on aggregate. So it's a good start in the 16th minute. Then Patson Dakar comes along and makes it 2-0. So we're 2-1 up on aggregate. Just don't want to concede. Look at that. That was a cheeky chip. Very, very cheeky from Patson Dakar. And then more drama in the 78th minute. Patson Dakar makes it 3-0 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate. Okafor looking to get the ball across, floats it in. Dakar with a beautiful volley, top corner. So we're 3-1 up with 13 minutes to go. Can we hold on? 93rd minute comes along after a sending off for excuse me, for Slavia Prague. They are down to 10 men. What can they do? Ball over the top behind Vobar. Bohak makes it 3-1 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate. If they score another goal, they're through. But luckily, that was the last highlight of the game, and we managed to qualify to the Champions League knockout stages. We followed up the successful Champions League win with the 3-0 win against Austria Vienna, and this time we had goals from Zobnin, Dakar and Ongwene. Let's take a look at the goals. Yamat looking to get a cross in. There it is. Headed into Zobnin. Headed in by Zobnin. So that's 1-0 to Red Bull Salzburg. Then making it 2-0. 2-0 is Patson Dakar. Smith Rowe with a pass to Dakar, who plays it to Zobnin. Through ball, Dakar. Nice and easy. Nice football. 2-0. And then to seal the 3 points, cross comes in by Smith Rowe, and right on the end of it is Ongwene, our centre back, to make it 3-0. Following on from that match, we had another match against a Vienna team. This time, it was Rapid Vienna. We also managed a victory with a 1-0 win, with Karim Adeyemi making it 1-0. Here's the highlights. Here he is on the ball, works his way into the box and drills it underneath the goalkeeper. 1-0 in the 31st minute, and that was all there is for that game. Another 3 points for Red Bull Salzburg. So now we start our Champions League campaign. We drew Manchester United, Juventus and Club Brugge in our group. Now, as we can see here, the first match did not go to plan at all. We were destroyed by Edison Cavani, who scored 4 goals. Let's take a look at Cavani's goals. Henson plays upfield. Greenwood plays a through ball to Cavani, who's plenty of time, and places that into the bottom left-hand corner. It's 1-0 to United. 28 minutes later, United make it 2. Marshall playing it to Tellez, who feeds it back into Cavani, who heads it in off the goalkeeper, and it's 2-0 to United. Nearly half hour gone. Things are going from bad to worse now. We were trying to maintain our defensive line, but Cavani sneaks in behind and has an audacious chip and lobs Stankovic to grab his hat-trick. Manchester United 3-0 up in Salzburg. We were hoping to keep it respectable and just lose 3-0. We've been happy with that to an extent, but in the 91st minute, Man United through again. Cavani makes it 4. So with the disappointment of getting thrashed 4-0 at home against Manchester United, we then would turn our attention to our tie against WSG Tyrol. Now this is a game that we managed to win 2-1, and we could have had it 3-1, but there was a goal ruled out for offside for Okafor. Let's take a look at the highlights. So this is our offside goal. No, it was ruled out in the second to third minute. I do remember it was the right choice. The offside was the correct decision from the linesman. But that would have been the earliest goal that we could have hoped for to make it 1-0, but it wasn't to be. So it's 0-0 still. So in the 65th minute, Pato gets on the score sheet. The corner headed away. Zobnin pokes it back in, and it's flicked on by Okafor, and Pato buries it to make it 1-0 to Salzburg. Exactly 1 minute later, they equalise. I think it was literally from kick-off. Dedic with an audacious chip over Stankovic was a really good goal. So with that being said, it's now 1-1. Time's running out. There's 4 minutes of stoppage time. We're into the third. And Berisha hits the post and scores in the 93rd minute to get the 3 points. So with that, we won 2-1 in the literally last kick of the game. So at the moment, our league standing, we've won every game. After our latest league win, we go back to the Champions League. This time, we're visiting Turin. As you can see, didn't go well for us. We didn't register a single shot at all. And with that being said, we did employ a very defensive tactic, but it wasn't enough for Morata and Dybala to get through our defence. So let's take a look at the match highlights. So as you can see, Ronaldo plays a long ball over the top. Morata, keeper goes to pick it up, absolutely fumbles it, and it falls straight back into Morata's path, who has an open goal. Now remember this going all the way through the defence, over the wall. Well, what wall? It just floated in. It's one of those freaky goals. So, 2 Champions League game played. 0 wins. Not good so far. But with that being said, we knew it's going to be a super tough group. We'll be happy to get third, drop down to Europa League, but I was just happy to get to the group stages, our main target. So we achieved that. I think I was happy with that. Next up, we turn our attention back to the league. We've got Wolfsberger AC. Let's take a look at the highlights. This one finished 3-3. So half hour on the clock just gone. Dakar takes the lead for Red Bull Salzburg, making it 1-0 with Zobnin playing him through and tucked into the bottom left-hand corner. 1-0 to Salzburg. Good start. 2 minutes left at half-time. Can we make it 2? It's Zobnin to Berisha. Bernid plays it through to Adeyemi. It's 2-0, tucked away into the bottom right-hand corner. There's no catching Salzburg, is there? 60 minutes gone. Cross comes in. Berisha. 3-0. Surely the points are in the bag. 5 minutes later, they get one back. Massive gap in the defence. Jovic tucks it into the corner of the goal. It's 3-1. 5 minutes to go. We're 3-1 up at this point. Massive long ball over the top. It's Jovic once again. He's through. It's 3-2. 88th minute. Come on, just hold on. Oh no, it's Perez. It's 3-0. We've thrown away a 3-0 lead. Now we're back to the Champions League. We were away to Club Brugge and we managed to get ourselves a nice victory. A 4-1 win. With goals from Dakar, Voba from the spot once again, Pato, and then Dakar, wrapping it up in the 94th minute. Let's take a look at the highlights. So Zobnin was pushing it forward, playing a 1-2, but Adeyemi, who finds Adeyemi once more, squares it across and Dakar taps into the bottom left-hand corner. 1-0 to Red Bull Salzburg. 39 minutes on the clock. Bruges in possession, looking for an equaliser. Michel plays a long ball over the top, and it's Oriakeki, and it's 1-1. Red Bull Salzburg been awarded a penalty. Voba drills it to the bottom left corner. Keeper goes the right way, but it isn't enough. The 88th minute now. Long cross goes in. Pato has a tap in as the keeper comes miles off his line, nowhere near the ball. And to seal the points in the 94th minute, Pats and Dakar, making it 4-1. We've got 3 points in the Champions League. Happy with that. So that wraps up the fixtures. As we can see, we won every league game except the 3-3 draw. So that leaves us in a nice, healthy position right now, with 7 games played, won 6 and drawn 1, with 19 points. Below us is Hartberg with 14, and Wolfsberger have 12, but they do have a game in hand. So with that being said, that's quite a good start. I would say we have the media prediction of winning the league. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, there we go. The odds. We were first. LASK is second, and Rapid Vienna are third. That's the predictions from the media. So in terms of a tactic, I'm currently what I would call a 4-2-3-1. So we have our 2 centre mids there, and this is normally taken by Smith-Rowe, as we discussed earlier, and that's normally Pato or Nasri, and Dakar's our forward, and Adeyemi's our right winger. But that's the formation I've been playing throughout the game so far. It seems to be getting us some good wins in the Austrian League. The Champions League we knew was going to be tough, with United and Juventus in there, but we've got a 4-1 win against Bruges, so that's positive. So hopefully we can finish third and get Europa League football. That would be very good. So with that being said, we can look ahead of our next fixtures to see who we have. We're at home to SV Ried next. Then we're at home to Club Brugge, looking for another 3 points, hopefully. Then we're away to LASK, who are predicted to be second, so that could be a tough game. Then we're away at Old Trafford. Then we have Hartberg, could also be another tricky tie, who are second. Then we're at home to Juventus, and then home to St Polten, Autak, and away to Sturm Graz in the month of December. So I think we're going to leave that there for this episode. We will pick up from where we were on episode 2. So if you made it this far to the video, I'd like to thank you for watching, and hopefully the Salzburg Saga will be a success.